And now I'm going to discuss on a groups. So what is meant by a group? So already we have discussed on hierarchies. Hierarchies is nothing but a what we call as a creation of parent-child relationship on the top of dimensions, and we can go for a drill down or a drill like we can drill or we can go to a different level of granularity, or we can do some analysis based on a parent-child relationship. So just go to Tableau, like we can use this particular data source orders table. Go to sheet 1, and so we can create a hierarchy by using right click on a particular dimension, and we have an option called hierarchy, create a hierarchy. So it's a category hierarchy or underscore h hierarchy. So click OK. So now this is an hierarchy. So just drag and drop subcategory into here. So drag and drop subcategory here. So where you can create a hierarchy. So so here here like if you drag and drop this particular hierarchy, right? So if you drag and drop this particular hierarchy, now you can see this plus option here. So I want to see category by sales. So I want to drill down to the next level. So I want to drill down to the next level. By using this plus symbol, you can drill down to the next level. So this is called as a hierarchy. So I can also drag and drop a different dimension, like so we don't want to we can create a based on parent-child relationship, or we can create with different dimensions as well. So I want to use sorry, is it clear? So based on this particular dimension, right, we can create a hierarchies. So we can create a hierarchy into a different level. So I want to use region category as a hierarchy. So just drag and drop region into this category hierarchy. So now you can see a plus option here. So you can make use of drill down to region level. So it's an individual region level. So you can make use of parent-child relationship, or you can make use of different dimensions. You can create a hierarchy. So this is one way. So you can create a hierarchy, or right click in a hierarchy, and you can go for a remove of hierarchy. So you can remove the hierarchy, or the simplest way is just drag and drop. Let us take an example subcategory and a category. So or you can take an example of city and state. So city is a child and state is a parent. For state, country is a parent. So just drag and drop city on the top of state. On the top of state, click OK. So I created a hierarchy. Or just drag and drop this particular hierarchy on the top of country. See, so I already created a hierarchy, but I want to use country as a parent. So just drag and drop country here. Now you can see country as a parent. So you can create a hierarchy, and you can place the dimensions on this particular hierarchy. So now you can drop country here. Now you can see plus symbol. So just click on drill down. Click on drill down. So now you can see state level, like a city level, country level. So you can drill down to state level. So click on state to each and every city level. So this is what creation of hierarchy. But now you can see we are finding like a minus symbol, right? So we can drill down. So right click on a state or right click on a hierarchy. Now you can see the difference. I'm removing this particular hierarchy. So remove hierarchy. Now you can see there is no option called drill down or a drill up. So just go back. Now you can see the relationship between these two, a country and a state, or a country, city and state. So you can create a hierarchy, you can remove a hierarchy. So based on like in a real-time perspective, right? So we can create a hierarchy based on year, quarter, month, and a day level. So it depends on a scenario. So but we can create a hierarchy based on parent-child relationship, and you can see the symbol. So this is the like symbol of a hierarchy where you can see the parent and two different nodes or childs. So this is a hierarchy, and today's discussion is like we are going to discuss on a groups, simple groups. So groups are static. So groups are static where we can create a static dimension. So on the top of existing dimension, on the top of existing dimension, we can create a group. On the top of existing dimension, on the top of existing dimension, we can create a group. We can create a group. So now just check with the group. So I do have different dimensions here. Let us take an example of like this is a hierarchy. I'm going to remove this hierarchy, and I want to group some of the regions, or let us take an example like I don't have year, right? So I don't have year column here. So just drag and drop order date into rows. Now you can see year of order date, but I want to create a year column on the top of these dimensions. Year column on the top of these dimensions. So right click, you can create a calculator field. So we have an option of create a calculator field. So click on create a calculator field. I want to create a year dimension. But straight away you can create a year dimension by using year function. So click on year of order date. It's a date related function. You have to take with the date. So year of order date, click OK. Now it comes into measure. By default it takes into measure, but we need to convert this particular year into dimension. So just drop year into dimensions. Now you can see the change of color. So normally the dimensions shows in a blue color and the measure shows in a green color. So just drag year into rows, right? So now click on sales. So this is year wise sales. Now I'm going to create month. So right click, create a calculator field, month. So I'm not started creating of a groups, but I want month column uh, as my dimension to create a group on this particular dimension. So now you can go with month function, month of order date. So click OK. Still it comes into measure. So I want to convert this month into dimensions. Just drop into dimension fields. So just check with the dimension, drag and drop month into rows. Now you can see it gives a number, not January, February, March. So based on a month number, it is going to reflect in a simple view. So this is year and month wise sales. Now, so I want to create a quarter. It's a simple requirement. I don't have an year. By using date related function, I created year of order date. I created year column by using year function, year of order date. I created month by using month of order date. I want to create a quarter. So is it possible straight away to create a quarter by using date related functions? Now I want to create a quarter. So just click on like a quarter, QUAR. So I didn't find any function called quarter in my this particular tool. So normally we don't have an option to create a quarter straight away. So we can go with the if condition, or we can go with different things to create a quarter. So now we have an approach where by using groups, we can create a quarter. By using group we can create a quarter, because Q1 consists of 1 comma 2 comma 3 months. So Q2 consists of 4 comma 5 comma 6. So this is what where it repeats like every individual quarter, right? So we can go for aggregation of first 3 months for quarter 1, next 3 months for Q2. So for Q3 it takes the next month. So I want to create a simple group. I want to create a simple group on the top of month. Now you can see, so these are data types. This is geographical based, ABC is a string, equal to hash is a calculated field, this is a date related data type. So now on the top of month I want to create a group called quarter. I want to create a group called quarter. So just go to create, now you can find, so all these things like a calculator field, group, set, bins, parameter. But first our discussion is to create a simple group. To create a simple group, so click on group. Now you can find the month numbers 1 to 12. So but I want to create a group based on quarter. So for quarter it has like we have to aggregate across 3 months. So click on a group and you can rename. You can rename as quarter 1. Simple. So I'm going to create a simple group. Select, or you can go with a shift down, or you can go with a control and select. So select these 3 months. So quarter 1 consists of first 3 months, quarter 2 consists of second 3 months. So click on group and you can rename quarter 2. Then go to 7, 8, 9, click on group, quarter 3. So drop down, click on fourth quarter. So click on group, quarter 4. Now you can rename as quarter. So now you can showcase these values. So I created a group and now you can see the symbol of a group. So it's similar to attachment. So this is the symbol of a group. So click OK. Now I can find a group in this particular editor where by using or by identifying the symbol. So this is a group symbol. So this is the quarter. So now just drag and drop quarter into rows. So now you can see Q1 consists of 2011, but I want to differentiate. I want to create a more visualizer dashboard. Just drag and drop year or quarter into color. So for individual quarter, and I want to drop year into column level so that it looks pretty much okay. Simple. I just pivoted. I just drag this particular year into column level so that for every individual year, right? So it displays this particular report. So simple analysis, but I created a group. So this is group. Quarter is a group. Right click. Now you can go with edit group. Right click. You can go with edit group. Click on edit group. Now you can see. So quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3 and quarter 4. So it depends on things like what we are working on. So we can drag and drop Q quarter 1 element to Q4. So now you can see quarter 3 consists of 7 or 8 and 9, but I don't have 7 here. So now you can drag and drop 7 into Q3. So no issues. But you can convert this particular groups and you can modify, but normally groups are static. Every time we have to modify this particular group. Every time we have to modify this particular group. So this is importance of a group, and I want to do some analysis. So this is year wise, quarter wise sales. Now you can see I want to create, so just drop year here. So there is no relationship between year, quarter and month, but I want to create, or I want to establish, or I want to create a simple hierarchy based on year, quarter and month. So now just drag and drop quarter. Now just drag and drop quarter into year. This is, now just drag and drop quarter into year, and drag and drop month here. So I created a simple hierarchy. But you can see we can use groups in hierarchies. We can also use groups in hierarchies as well. We can use groups in hierarchies. So now you can see a drill down approach. So click on plus year quarter wise analysis. Now click on quarter. Now you can see every individual month wise analysis. So this is simple. And one thing like a next requirement where we can also create a group. But I want to do some analysis. Based on I want to do some analysis based on season wise sales. So I want to create a group based on season wise sales for every individual season, right? We have to create a simple column or a simple row where we can display that particular season wise sales. So normally let us take an example like rainy season, winter season and summer season sales. But whenever there is no seasons dimension here. So but we can right click on a month, create. Again we have to create a simple group. Seasons. So now click on, so I want to identify one particular season like so from 3rd, right? March, April, May, June, it's summer. So it is summer. So 3, 4, 5, 6 is a summer. 7th or July, August, September, October. So this is winter, rainy. Now you can go with control and select. So it's rainy season. So now you can see, so this is a rainy season where we already apply. So now you can see seasons. So straight away drag and drop seasons here. Now just go with the sales. Summer, rainy. So we have to what we call as edit this particular group. So summer, rainy and we have winter, winter. So now click OK. Now you can see winter season wise sales, summer season wise sales and a rainy season wise sales. Or just drag and drop month here. So this winter season, right? So normally winter season comes from November, December and January, February. But summer comes from March, April, May, June and rainy from 7, 8, 9, 10 or July, August, September, October. So this is where you can create a simple group. So understand, right? This particular group, right? So this is a group where we can create, right? We can create a group and we can use for analysis. So this is one thing. And so we already discussed like groups are similar to dimensions. So groups are similar to dimensions where we can create a group and we can use as a dimension. But I removed all the groups, like all the hierarchies. Now you can find the symbol of a group. So I created quarter as a group, seasons as a group, quarter and seasons as a group. But right click on the top of group, so there is no option called calculated field. So on the top of group there is no option called create a calculation. So create a calculation. So this is one important point. yeah, going to write this like a, so okay, no problem, but groups are static, and for groups, so it is not possible to create a calculated column on the top of a group. So it is clear, right? Like, so we can create a group on the top of a dimension. So already we have a month, already we have a month. On the top of month I created quarter, I created a quarter. On the top of month I created seasons as well. So quarter wise sales, or you can go with the season wise sales. So this is where you can differentiate. But one important question is, can we create a calculated column on the top of group? So can we create a calculated column on the top of group? So you can create hierarchy, but you can use aliases. You can create a set parameter aliases, and this is very important where you can differentiate with a group and a set. So this is a simple group. Right click, you can edit a group, and you can do some formatting things. So this is simple, whereas groups are not used in, groups are not used in what we call as groups are not used in calculation field. Simple. So groups are not used in calculation part. So that is the importance of group, and a group is a static. So just remember, group is a static. And we have another concept, called as a set. So yeah, 2 minutes. Yeah, this is the discussions of a group, and important point is we cannot create a calculation column. So just go to create. So there is only an option called as a set and parameter. So we cannot create a calculation columns. Just right click on a dimension, you can go to create. Now you can find calculator field, group, set or parameter. But here, in the case of a simple dimension called as a group, so whenever we created a group, right, so there is no option called as a simple calculation field. So on the top of group we cannot create a calculator field, but we can use this particular group as a dimension. We can use this group as a dimension, or we can create a hierarchy on this particular groups as well. And also we can drag and drop group into color, or you can use anything. It is similar to dimension. So straight away we are creating a particular dimension based on a or we are creating a simple group based on a dimension. So that is called as a static or consolidated element. So consolidated value. And so next concept, or we do can create a group. We do have an option where we can create a group alternatively. So just go to subcategory and click on sales. So subcategory by sales, click on show me, and you have, let us take a bar chart. Let us take a bar chart. So now just apply a color. So apply some color based on category. Apply some color based on category. So this is simple view based on category and subcategory. But I want to differentiate. I want to differentiate this particular group. I want to create a group based on my selection. So up to 80k, right? So I want to differentiate some of the elements. So just select. So now you can see clearly, or just go with the sorting. So click on sort. I want to select only these elements. So now you can select, you have an option called group members. So you have an option called group. So click on group, you can create a group. So that is called category and subcategory group. So now you can see the color differentiation between category and subcategory. So this is where you can create a group on the fly, or you can select some of the elements and you can create a group. So this is where, or you have an option called exclude that particular values. So I want to create only those two values, and I can exclude those remaining values. So just go back and you can create a group. Now you can see the color differentiation. So this is the differentiation of the color. So category versus subcategory cells, right? Simple analysis, but I just created a group and added some color to differentiate these elements. So this is another way to create a group. So we can right click on a particular dimension, create, if you have an option called group, or straight away you select those elements and you can go with a group. So this is another option, or a flexible option, where you can create this particular group on the fly. And like one option is like the better way is to like create a group on the top of dimensions, which we are going to do some analysis based on that particular group. So it is purely depends, yeah, it is purely depends on a requirements. It is purely depends on a requirements, right? And so this is what a group. So you can create a group and you can do some analysis, so based on a requirements. And we do have an option called set. So prior to group, right? So we can create a set. Prior to group, we can create a set. So a set is nothing but it's a conditional group. A set is nothing but it's a conditional group. So by using set, we can create a condition. So we can create a condition and we can make use that particular conditional column as a dimension. So let us take an example of a simple dimension. But now you can see in Tableau, you can find a dimension tab here. So this is a dimension tab, view data, it showcases all the data here. So view data, it showcases all the data here. So this is a dimension tab and this is a measure tab. But simple, so simple, I'm going to create a simple view, subcategory by sales, right? So go to show me, click on a bar chart, right? Apply some color based on category, right? So we can create a group, but it's a static. We can create a group, it's a static, but here I drops a subcategory here. So we do have a concept called set. So by using set, we can create a conditional column. So we can create a conditional based column. So now right click on a subcategory, just go to create, now you can find a set. So click on set. So now you can go with a simple filter condition called click OK. So whenever I created a set, right, now you can see set 1 here. So by default it creates dimension tab, measures, set, and we can work with these particular sets. So right click, edit set. So I can check some of the options, so no issues, like I can check some of the options. So click OK, just drag and drop set into color for a color differentiation. Now you can see the selected values are been selection and the unselected value shows in a gray color. This is simple, but whenever if you are working with sets, right, so you have to take care of all these things, like so better to go better to create a set, but now you can find as similar like tab, like a measures or a dimension. So this is called as a set. So set, where you can create a set and you can use as well, like filters or different things. So just drag and drop set into color, just drag and drop set into color, and double click on in, or click OK, or double click, it's a color showcase, so click on orange, click OK, and out, right? So double click on out. So you do have an option called as a color, right? So this is highlighting, so click on in, it shows only inner values, click on out, it shows only outer values. So this is where we can create a simple set. So but this is static, so it is a static, but dynamical set is something. So dynamic set is something. So right click on a region, create a group or a calculator field. So you can create a set, click on set, you have an option called general, condition, and top. You have an option called general, condition, and top. It is similar to filter condition. So check with all and condition by field. So I want to do some analysis based on my sales, so you can go with different value. So, or just click on a drop down and like go with some value, sum of sales greater than 1 lakh. So now click OK. This is simple set, but I have another option where you can find out top. So I want to create a set, or I want to create, or I want to extract, or I want to showcase only top 5 records. I want to showcase only top 5 records, but just go to tooltip. So copy this sum of sales. So I want to showcase only sum of sales here. This is the main intention. So just drop down, you can find so click OK. Now you can showcase the sales like a in a tooltip. So this is a simple tooltip, but now you can see whenever you created a set, it we can differentiate it with the in and out values. And also set can be used in hierarchies. A set can be used in hierarchies. So just drag and drop set into a different column. So now you can see subcategory wise set. So click OK. Now you can find out the set here. You can find set here. So you can create a hierarchy. So you can create a hierarchy based on a set, but just go to here. So whenever we create a hierarchy, now you can find in and out values. So in values is something, it is clear, or like we are going to limit the number of records. So or you can drag and drop set. So you can drag and drop set here. So this is an in value and this is an out value. So this is the limitation, like in and out. So normally set one creates in and out values, right? Like so now you can, it is very clear where it showcase in and out value. Or right click on a set, show quick filter. So show quick filter, so click on out. So whenever you click on all, like so we do have in and out values, in and out, and we can create a set by using set. Set is a conditional column, right? So by using set, we can create top 5 and bottom 5 sales within a reporting tool or within this particular Tableau. So my requirement is to complete so bottom 5 and a top 5. So right click on the subcategory. So or we can create a simple view. Just go to sheet 5. So just drop in and out set values here, or drop down. So just uh, delete in and out futures or in and out column. So now you can see this is a simple bar chart. This is a simple bar chart. Now you can also extend the bit, like this is a simple bar chart, and I want to apply some color. So this is simple country wise subcategory sales, but now I want to use this particular or any column, like I want to create a simple set. So right click on any particular dimension, country, right? So you can create a set. Based on a condition. So it's a conditional based set. And so we can also, so by using Tableau, we can convert live extract, like we can, by using Tableau we can convert to live and extract to live. But by using Tableau we can also create a simple set. Based on a different region. But so right click on subcategory, you can have an option called create a custom or a set. Create a simple set. Subcategory, normal or finance, or like subcategory, and right click, and you can create a set. So create a set, and you can go with top. So just click cancel. So drag and drop subcategory here, and you can go with sales into measures. So this is subcategory wise sales, and right click on a dimension, subcategory, right click on a dimension. So you have an option called, like you can go with a differentiation, but create set, and I'm going to create a simple set called top. I'm going to create a simple set called top or top 5. So just go to top, click on by field. So top 10, or you can take any dimension, like top 10 profit by sum of sales. So click OK. Now you can see this is the top 5. So just drop this particular top 5 into filter. Now you can exclude the filter, right? 1 2 3. So we do have lots of in values, but right click on a top 5, edit set. Right click on a top 5, edit set. So just go with top, just go with by field top, not profit. You can take an example like sales. So click apply. So click OK. Like this is a simple set. So you can create a top 5. So just drop in and out, show me. Just go with the sort. So this is not my intention to create a simple bar chart. So create a set. This is set where you can filter out the values, but it depends on things. But top 5 is right, top 5. So, and I want to create a bottom 5 on the top of subcategory. I want to create a set on the top of subcategory. So that is called bottom 5 sales. So is it possible? So create, okay. So we didn't have any option, but right click on a set. So now you can create or edit set, right? Just go to new sheet. Now I have top 5 subcategory, and I do have a sales. and I do have a top 5. Just drag and drop calculation here. So now you can see only less number of values, right? So less number of values, and right click or right click on a dimension, right click on a dimension, and you have an option called change data type. You have an option called change data type. So it takes the default, but my requirement is I want to combine top 5 and bottom 5 sales. I want to combine top 5 and bottom 5 sales. Like here we have top 5, but right click on a subcategory and we have an option called like alias or a create a calculate or create a set. So simple set. So click on a set. So create a set, and I have to showcase bottom 5. Bottom 5 sales. Click on top by field similar, like click OK. So this is bottom 5 sales. So this is bottom 5 sales. So like this is a simple where I can see like bottom 5. So go to rename, actually rename bottom 5. So bottom 5. So click OK. So now drag and drop top 5 into filter, drag and drop top 5 into filter, but this particular filter condition is not working as expected. Right click on edit set. So use all condition top, like this is top rated filter. So click on a drop down, click OK. So now click on set 1. So this is top 5, but I'm not getting a top 5 actual result. Click on edit set. So click on select from list, go to condition. I'm not sure about condition. Click on top by field. So this is okay, but I want to create a combination of sets. I want to combine those two sets. Now click on control top 5, right click. I want to create a combined set. I want to create combined set. So now you can showcase positive and negative values or high and low sales here within a Tableau by using sets. So all members in both sets, right? It is preferable. So click on a set. Now you can see set 2. So just drag and drop set 2 into rows or columns. So this is where you can differentiate. So we can create a simple set based on a dimension, and you can also group those sets based on a dimension, and click on bottom and click on top 5, right click, you can go with the combined set. So you can go with the creation of combined set. So this is where we do get an importance of a set. So it's a conditional column. So by using set we can create top 5 and bottom 5 sales. So just drag and drop set 2 into filter. So just drag and drop set 2 into filter. Now you can showcase top 5 and bottom 5 sales here. So top 5 and bottom 5 sales by using Tableau. So you can go with a simple analysis. So that is what a set is something like a conditional column, and for to avoid some complexity in a query, we do use sets. And like we do have another concept like yeah, set is okay, but unwanted things, right? Unwanted facts. If you have an unwanted facts, right, so try to uh, create like or it depends on a requirement actually. So if you want to create a set straight away, right click on a particular dimension, create, and you can go with the set. So that is what the actual class. And so I do maintain like so I will forward some of the notes by EOD, like so please check, please go through that. And So we'll work on a set 1 and set 2. So creation of sets and the creation of uh, what we call the parameters, dimensions, right? So yeah,